Hello, hello. Welcome to Rags to Riches Sorceress Run Part 1. On this mini-series, we're going to follow the progression for the Sorceress, how to start a Sorceress, what builds are you going to run through normal, nightmare, hell. I'll give tips whether you're running on like a group or whether you're running solo, how to do it. I personally did it solo, but since I did it in single player, it is not exactly the same as running it online. And basically this is kind of like tips for people who want to start season 11 with a sorceress. After finishing leveling to 80, when usually people go into maps, I'll show a few days of progression, basically how day 1, 2, 3 after finishing the LOD content looks like. So look forward to all these parts. First part today will cover normal and nightmare, and the third part, fourth part, will start covering into hell and like later progression of the game. With that said, before I start playing the video, I do want to show off a planner. And this kind of like a build that I did will allow you to save 2 respecs. Normally going through LOD, people use like 1 or 2 respecs. I use only 1, so you'll only have to respec once around end of nightmare. So that's kind of the idea. This build that we're gonna do is gonna work this way. We're gonna focus on firewall through normal and nightmare, and we're gonna transition into meteor for the hell part, because in hell there's a lot of fire immunities, but meteor is both fire and physical, and doing this will let you clear the game with ease. Okay, you'll see it in my video that it's very simple. So to start off your progression, you'll put a point in Inferno. This will be like your main skill in the beginning. You'll put a point into Warmth. You'll have your point in Telekinesis, and you can put a point in Static if you like Static. In general, so you can put a point in Static if you want. If you don't want the point in Static, you save the rest of your points and you level up to level 6. Once you get to level 6, you start leveling up Blaze, and every level that you level up, you'll level up Blaze. Every extra skill points you just keep, you don't waste them because we'll use them soon. Your main thing in normal will be reaching level 12, where you unlock Firewall, and this is going to be your main skill till then. So you're not going to be maxing like Blaze like this, even though it's a synergy for Firewall. But once you get into like level 5, level 6, you're going to start leveling Firewall. That's basically your idea. So you're going to level Firewall like this till you reach level 18, of course. At level 18, you want 1 point extra for teleport. This can be like your point from Radament or from the skill quest in Act 1, like the Den of Evil. And then you're just going to keep maxing your Firewall. And once your Firewall is maxed and you get like your point in Fire Mastery as well, then you're happy and you can start maxing your Fire Mastery. This is basically how the build's going to look like. Around level 50, 55, you're going to respec. So that's basically where you're aiming at. You're going to be spamming Firewall. Firewall is incredibly powerful. You can see it does a lot of damage already there. And this is how you're going to look like by the end of Nightmare. Once you respec, your build is going to look like this. So you got 1 point here and 1 point here. And yeah, this are your requirements for Meteor. You'll have 1 point in Warmth, of course, and these 2 will be maxed. Now this requires level 49, and of course you have like some of the quests completed. This will be already during early Hell or late Nightmare that you'll be on Meteor, and you'll just start maxing the synergies. I prefer maxing Blaze first. This will be done by level 56. After that, you can max Inferno if you'd like to. That's perfectly fine. You'll see that by level 75, these 2 are maxed, and then you stop putting points into Fireball as you go into Hell. By level 80, your Meteor will be completely insane, and you'll be able to farm bosses and start making your currency or finding uniques that way. Both Fireball and Meteor are amazing for that. With that said, this is the general approach. If you like using other skills in order to go through LOD, like early going through Nightmare, some people like Blizzard because it's really strong. That's okay, but this is the version that I'm going to be showing. And with that said, let me pull the video. And basically how we started. So you make your sorceress. right? You give her a nice name, like the name that I gave. I don't know why I'm talking so much, but you go ahead and you go to the Den of Evil. Normally you'll go to Cold Plains first, but you go ahead to the Den of Evil and you kill Corpse Fire, gain some EXP. Now, what I did is I first went to Cold Plains and Stonyfield to collect like some waypoints, and then I came back because I knew I didn't need the extra skill points from Den of Evil. So I went ahead and did those other things first. And I did not put a point into Ice Bolt, it's just I found a staff that had one to Ice Bolt, so that was all. After doing that, you'll go through the cave from Stonyfield to Darkwood, and then collect your scroll. Now, you'll see me here changing players to from 1 to 8. It basically means that I'm playing on a higher difficulty. If you're playing in a group, you're basically always playing in players 8, but you can see that already at like level 6, you can kill this alone. So don't be afraid of just kind of like going one-on-one with these guys. But if you're playing with a group, your EXP is gonna be going a lot faster than if you go like in solo like this. So you don't have to worry about it too much. If you are playing in solo, basically you can just repeat some of these areas a few more times. Some people go to kill Tristram. I don't save Kayn in normal and nightmare because I don't stay there for too long. But you can always go to the tower and do it a couple more times, because in the tower is where we get our runes, and it's super important that you go ahead and farm the tower maybe 2 to 3 times, both because the experience here is really good, and secondly because we really want a few early runes, and the runes we want are F, Tal, Ral, and Tyr. And you see we found a Tal, we found a Nef. Nefs are like useful, but like later. But the reason we want Tal and F is because they make the rune ward Stealth. This will be our armor throughout normal and most of Nightmare normally. And Tyr and Ral make the rune ward Leaf, and that's what makes fire builds so strong early. Leaf is a very strong rune ward that you can basically use till the end of Hell. You'll see here that I go to the jail. In the jail there are a lot of really nice elite and champion packs that will give you great EXP, and this is where we finally unlocked Firewall. And with Firewall you can finally kill Andariel because it deals insane damage. Firewall is so incredibly strong. You can see how fast we clear her. This is of course player 1. In Act 2, you'll kill champion packs on the way as you collect your waypoints, and the idea is to get to level 18 and finally grab teleport. Once you grab teleport, you'll go ahead and collect your cube and the other materials that you need to go for Act 2, all the fetch quests that they give you. So the Staff of Kings, right, is important. You'll go ahead and grab the, what's it called? The amulet from the snake cage. I think I put them in the wrong order. I did the staff last this time. So yeah, you grab the amulet from the Valley of Snakes, and you also grab the cube from the halls. Halls of the Dead. You grab your cube. So I did it in the wrong order, but doesn't matter. After all that, you'll go to the Arcane Sanctuary, and after going the wrong way twice or thrice, you'll go to the Canyon. And you can see that I'm like going through the game very easily with Firewall. I do go back to collect the rune ward, since we didn't find our Ral rune early. I just kept farming, got a few Tal runes, and I'm gonna combine them. We also get like our Tal for our stealth. So I was just leveling myself to grab those before. So this is our stealth. And we got another run to grab another Tal rune. So we can combine those into a Ral. If you don't find a Ral rune, just combine 3 Tals. Tals are super common drops there. And you'll see, always save a staff with 2 sockets, and armor with 2 sockets, and this will make your leaf and stealth kind of combination. By Act 3, I really recommend you have both of those ready. Before then, in Act 2, you don't really need them. Like, Firewall is really strong. In Act 3, you already want them. It's like more faster cast rate to travel around, collect all the materials in Act 3, and it really saves a lot of time. So we go ahead and kill Mephisto. Our guy doesn't survive, but it's okay. The mercs are not too useful till you get to like till you get to Act 5, in my opinion. For this run, you do need like an Act 2 merc to kill the Vizier here in Act 4 sometimes, because of the fire immunity. But otherwise, like everything is like pretty easy. You can see that I can kill like Lord of Sice pretty easily with Firewall. The damage is great. It really lasts, and like pretty much since you get to Act 3 and you get like your 2 rune words going, like Stealth and Leaf, like you hit like a really big power spike. Doesn't stop till you like, I don't know, till Mid-Nightmare. You just keep getting stronger and stronger, faster than than the monsters get stronger. So you'll see that even though the merc dies, like I can pretty much like kite them, teleport around, make sure I kill everything. And remember that you don't have to speedrun through the game. Like I was doing it relatively fast, but like I wasn't speedrunning or anything. I'm not a speedrunner. This is the first time that I go through PD2 like this in solo with the Sorceress. So it wasn't something I practiced. I just kind of went in with like a plan and did exactly what I kind of intended on doing. You can see that Firewall, even against Diablo, does really well. So after this, we go ahead to Act 5. In Act 5, I pick up the Battle Orders merc, and that is the merc that I was using throughout most of the game. The reason is just because he gives you more health, and since you're teleporting around a lot, you don't want to get one-shot by anything. So just like that extra flat health and flat mana to have like better like, you know, raw mana pool and life pool is really nice. In Act 5, I didn't stop for anything. I didn't farm. I just straight went to save Anya, and then I came to the Ancients to kill them, because you will be more than enough, you know, more than you need to be, at least strong enough to kill him. Firewall is incredibly strong. The only thing I recommend is be at least level 24 when you come here, so when you level up, it's easier to kind of gain experience in normal from killing Baal waves, which is your preferred way to level up most of the time. So I usually bring them to this corner. It makes it a little easier. I keep my merc alive for however long that I can. As you can see, Firewall dispatches them so fast. It's actually incredible. Yeah, I was a little bit over leveled here, just because we're doing it solo and like high player count. But yeah, after that, we just go down the levels. I don't know if I showed the entire way of me going down for some reason. Okay, I guess I wanted to keep that part. But as you can see, I don't stop to kill stuff. I only, if I see like a champion or an elite pack, I might stop and kill them, because it's good experience and it's good like efficiency of your time. Make sure to grab that waypoint, because we will be farming this for a little bit after we finish. Generally, after you're done with like normal and you kill like a Baal for the first time, you'll be like in your late 20s in terms of level. If you're doing it in a group, especially like late 20 to like early 30. If you're doing this solo, like level 33 to 35, like not as a speedrunner, if you're just like trying to, you know, level up and be kind of comfortable, 33 to 35 is really all you need. See, I'm changing like to players 8 just to farm faster. But it's like, it's really unnecessary. Like in P1 you can definitely do it. And yeah, you can see we finally kill Lister, we destroy all the waves, and we go ahead to kill Baal. And yeah, we go ahead and we farm Baal, or I say farm, we just kill him. And you can see Firewall super competent, super strong for killing normal strength. Okay, yeah, he teleports around. I mean, the first Baal fight can take a little while. He insists on making it take a little long, but you're really never in any danger. And we drop a steel driver early on, which would be a great weapon for our mercenary. So if you find like a nice weapon early on that fits one mercenary over the other, you can go ahead and like change to that mercenary. I just personally really like the bow merc. I think he's really nice. You see the extra like 100 something health, extra like 100 mana, super useful. So at level 35, I believe, I hopped into Nightmare, and you can see we do the normal stuff. We go to the cave, we put down a teleport, just to grab that waypoint for later. Right, go ahead, and this is just a demonstration. Here I'm changing to players 8. I'm alone here, and even with like player 8 difficulty, so if you had 8 people in the game right now, but you were alone in the cave, Firewall is strong enough to just dispatch of like of all these monsters. This is just again to demonstrate how strong Firewall is. So if you're in solo, you really don't have to worry. If you're level 30 plus, you'll be fine. I of course go ahead and kill stuff if I see champion packs, and we do get some level ups, and you'll see that now I'm level 43 in Nightmare while going through and just killing like Nightmare champ packs and elite packs as I see them. Otherwise I just keep teleporting through. And level 43, you see that my resistances are a little bit low, so this is something you want to take care of once you're in Nightmare. From like the first Lum rune you find, basically you wanna make sure you make your smoke rune word, which is Nef and then Lum. And you can see over here in Act 3, we just ran through the entire like Act 1, Act 2, same way we did in normal. We find our first Lum rune. Also make sure to grab this book to get like a little bit more attributes. Right, finish like the Act 3 value quests. Yeah, we get our Lum rune. And Lum rune means we of course go ahead and make our smoke rune word. Smoke rune word, you can find like 2 socket armors in Charcy in normal difficulty. So just go ahead there, and yeah, you see we find like this letter armor. We put a Nef, we put a Lum in, and it gives us, I just want to show it. Yeah, it gives us 46 resistances. It can give like a varying amount, but whatever it gives will help you get your resistances up. See, like now we're almost like maxed up, which is really, really nice. And make sure to keep like things that give you like good resistances, but yeah, generally this is what you're looking for, just to get your resistances up. After that, we went to Act 5. Act 4 wasn't a problem. We killed Diablo without any struggle. And then we went ahead, and in Act 5, we make sure to kill Shank on the way. And this is an area, like, this is one of the first areas, like Eldritch and Shank in Nightmare, that I would say you can stop and farm for a little bit. Eldritch and Shank in Nightmare can drop quite a few nice items, and we are lucky though on the first kill that we do, we drop a Tusk Sword. Tusk Sword is the Vile Husk, and the Vile Husk has a chance to cast Amp. And the reason why that is so important, like finding a weapon that can cast Amp, whether for Act 5, Act 2, doesn't matter. The reason why that is so good, or finding a good staff, also you can find like Spiral Lazarus or something like that, that could be really cool. The reason we do that is because this is basically what sets us up to turn into Meteor. Meteor really enjoys the amp from these kind of weapons, or from an Act 4 mercenary, and this will be our point of transitioning to Meteor. So I am kind of ending here. I was planning on transitioning to Meteor only in early hell, but since we find this in Nightmare, we of course we work with the gear that we find, and you can see that we're still using the leaf, still using the stealth. I ended up not making a lore because I found a peasant crown, but make sure to use like a lore if you do not find a +1 skill, you know, cap or something like that, just to make sure you get that extra skill point. So that was kind of like our journey through normal and Nightmare. The next video will cover like just ending Nightmare and then going into Hell difficulty, which was obviously very easy because we did it with our Meteor, which was very, very strong. But as you can see, we breezed through the entire game. We had no trouble whatsoever kind of going through it. This was the first part of our Sorc series, so of course the next part will cover Hell and early like level 80s. What do you do? Which content can you farm? The following videos will after that show kind of like how you transition through the levels of farming with Sorceress. And in the future, I hope to make videos like that for all the other classes as well. So if you want to see your favorite class, make sure to write down which one I should do next. Of course, this will still take some time, but I will get to them eventually. I'll probably go with the most popular in the comments like class, so make sure you make your voices heard. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Running Sorceress was really fun. This was the first time I tried to do this, kind of like running solo through normal to LOD in Project Diablo 2. and I really enjoyed the experience. Thank you to everybody who joined us for that long day. We did all the way to end of Nightmare. The point you saw just now took us a total of 4 hours, which I think is really, really nice. It's like 2 hours per act, which I think is pretty solid. It did take us longer to finish leveling to level 80, but overall, like this was a pretty solid, I think, pretty solid like run all the way to like end of Nightmare. 4 hours. Again, this is not a speed run. I don't think the speedrunning pace. I'm pretty sure speedrunners do it in like 2 hours, or maybe even less. So yeah, speedrunners are super impressive. We even had a couple speedrunners drop in to kind of give tips, which was really nice of them. Have a good whatever you're having. I'll see you in the next stream or in the next video. And for now, bye bye bye.